charge for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Come on now, let's
go! Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On 2nd down, Michel. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. A very good gain on 1st down, 9 yards on the dump off.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Play action. Now Wentz. He finds his man Johnson. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I got one. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Let's set it tall.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's got a man complete. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there for the Giants. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. He's squished on travel.
Now Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Leonard Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Redskins.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout to... Offensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Buddy up. 52's the money. Check. 52's the money. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Everyone, we got 4. 4 down.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Buchanan. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. After one, a 14-3 ball game. catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for a big milestone in this game. That's sack number 198 of his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer Reggie White for 2nd place all time. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56. Mike, 56.
Now Wentz. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Lefty.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Man, I got you. 46 down, man, 5-4.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Fournette fights him off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second and 12. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Buchanan. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. He gets this one to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill. It's a safety creep. Protein spill.
On play action, Wentz. He lets it fly from Lockett. And this is caught. 39 yards there, a big one. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, here we go.
Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Now you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. Well, the pressure gets to him again. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson airing one out for Crowder. It got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Here we go. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Get ready.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. 53. Watch the run. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
54. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Army. Check 50. Empty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Why? Get wide. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the 22, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun give to Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, 53.
Now it's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Michelle. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Slam. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Go. 53.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. And that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You ain't going nowhere.
To throw is Wentz. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. 3rd down here.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go,
Wentz now to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. No. Off.
Let's go. Great.
Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Topper.
Throwing his Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Ja'Kai Polite. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught. Block it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
He's going to air one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Wentz to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. Wentz going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives, exactly.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the run, it's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Wins the throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, their very slim playoff hopes